Main screen turn on.
Capcom presents Marvel Comics.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Fate of Two Worlds.
Now, a game with a roster as big as this one is also bound to have a lot of endings, as you can see here. And this is my top 10 list of my favorite endings in this game. Let's start it off with number 10. Lowest place for my favorite Marvel character. I have to wonder how Chris and Hulk went from rivals to partners. There still seems to be some bad blood between the two in the third intro movie. At any rate, I like this one, but it would have been higher if it concluded with them encountering a character that isn't already in this game. Something from Dino Crisis would have been awesome. Number 9. Now, I haven't actually played the Mega Man Legend games, so I'm not familiar with the characters, and I don't know if all this business about asking Volt out for lunch is in character, but reprogramming a Sentinel for her army is just brilliant. Number 8. I really only know Dazzler from the X-Men arcade game, but this ending gets displaced for Scratch Cat Savior, a combination of the name of the third game in the series Felicia hails from, Vampire Savior, as it is called overseas, and the disease Scratch Cat Fever, which is something young children usually get after a scratch or bite from a cat, as the name would imply. I also love musicals, so that helped it too. Number 7. I absolutely love the Ace Attorney games, and having both Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth cameo here is nothing short of amazing. Honestly though, that's the only reason this made the list. I've seen a few fragments of Judge Judy here and there, and I think it's stupid. And since this setting is based on that program, it doesn't get any points beyond the cameos of Feeny and Edgy Poo. How strangely erotic. Number 6. I'd expect nothing else than over-the-topness and fourth wall breaking from Deadpool at this point. Still, it's been a bit too much, and it probably could have been higher if I wasn't now a wanted man by the authorities. Halfway there. Number 5. She does what she does, and that is taking down drug lords and criminal masterminds. I like this one because even though it is simple, it's an in-character situation in a non-canon game. The same can be said for the next ending though, and they're really tight and interchangeable with their position on this list. Number 4. I'd have thought her suit technology would make for interesting exchanges with a number of characters, but getting invited into S.H.I.E.L.D. is pretty cool, and Captain America even hinted at it in one of his wing quotes. Shame they used Jackson Fury though. Hasselhoff Fury would have been funnier. The winner of bronze, number 3. This one actually started out at number 8, due to its "it was all a dream" ending. However, after putting some research into this, I found that it is a spoof on the character's own endings from the Darkstalker series, where she and her sister always end up becoming human again, and where her endings are never canon. I also really like the little jab made towards comics, where good art is supposed to make up for a bad story. The second best, number 2. Eric is one of the most interesting villains in my opinion. Though he is pretty overpowered, looking at some of his feats and unknown limits to his powers, he has a good history to back up his views on man and mutant kinds, and his ending plays into that perfectly. This ending also has a great music theme to go along with it. The undisputed winner, number 1. This one should have been obvious, being the huge Hager fan that I am. I probably would have voted for him too, honestly. But there is a mistake in this ending though. Hager should have been mayor of the world.